For us, from a Siemens point of view, we have a whole host of applications which we use in mines. We have a few references as well. Unfortunately, they're not as advanced on the African continent, particularly in the copper mining. In Chile, for instance, there are a number of applications which we are using. And when we talk about technology, it's really around using digital artificial intelligence, but also simulation software to understand what the operation is of the mine, getting data out of the mine into the operation center, be it the headquarter, be it to the mine operator, but also specifically if you extend mining operation, get a good understanding with the simulations of what it actually takes to extract the ore, what are the costs involved, and how much time will it take, what kind of investment you are going to make with regards to equipment and the likes. And then what we do since many years, we started out with mining here in South Africa about 165 years ago. And so very much around helping the mines to increase productivity through automation, but also drives technology, helping them through electrification and connectivity of localized grids within the mining operation to also optimize their energy costs, because that's meanwhile one of the major cost blocks in operating a mine. One technology which we believe will come along is particular around artificial intelligence and also large language models, because they will help to take all the data. If you think about a copper mine or rare minerals which are used for the energy transition or so, it's in the moment a bit shaky. But in general, we do know that we need to transition into green ways of transportation. And so everything you need to supply in that value chain, you as a mine need to demonstrate how did you mine your product. And you can't do that just with a clipboard. So you need to have auditable documentation, you need to record it, and that you only can do when you have basically digital tools available. And this we really see as one of the opportunities to, for one, make sure that mining is safe, because what are the main aspects is the humans working in the mine operation, but also the environmental impact. And to have technology which assists the mine and the operating company to reduce that exposure, that is where we believe will be the biggest transition, and digitalization will be the tool for it. If we talk about digital twins particular, so you basically can simulate an operation before you start. Or for instance, if you have a whole new crew coming on board, you can simulate with them the operation of the mine, showing them what's going to happen if certain activities are triggered. And that helps you to reduce, first of all, health and safety risk, but it also helps you to improve your productivity, because mining is a very expensive operation. And making it visible to your staff and to your foreman, for instance, they can have the digital solutions as part of a digital twin and walk through the mine before they're actually going to deploy it. And if you talk about particular predictive maintenance, having these kind of assets connected to that maintenance regime, it also helps you to see, when you can do preventive maintenance, when it's less costly, when maybe another operation is anyway standing, and so you can schedule it to the best time when it suits the operation of the mine, and that is what we want to enable. Drones are a very important technology in the mining operation, because you are working in a vast field, and particularly if you have open pit operations, you are able to see what's going on your mining site. But also if you look at South Africa, we had a huge discussion around illegal mining, and it's not a South African phenomenon, it's happened everywhere. But these kind of technologies can also assist specifically with geosensing to see where potentially operations are infringed on, and you can stop it before basically tragedy happens, or not necessarily human tragedy, but environmental impact, because they often don't look after it, and so you can create a much higher safety and security from your staff, but also for your operation in general. For us, this is always a good time to connect, because here you have everybody who works in mining And you also get, the understanding, specifically if you listen to some of the sessions, what is driving the mining industry, because, mining is very specific. We are not mining commodities, we're supporting our customers, but really to understand their challenges, when it comes to community engagement, when it comes to environmental and sustainability aspects, but also understanding what are the driving forces on the cost side, because the products and solutions we are offering for the mining industry is, for one, as I said, health and safety, safe operation of the mine, but on the other hand also we have the intention to help our customers to improve the productivity, to make them competitive in an ever-growing global market. So for us this is a good networking event, and the 3 days here are always extremely busy, and you have more meetings than the day has hours. So it's a great event. One part obviously with emerging markets in, for instance, Africa, but also in South America, where we do see that many mines which are already in operation, they not necessarily want to invest too much into digital solutions, because they are now already pretty much on how their mine is operating. But we believe it's important also to show them that the investment is not as significant in these kind of digital tools. If you think about, for instance, in the diamond industries, we have quite a couple of references which we have done it for, and it's important to also help your customers and the mining operators and the companies to understand what is out in the market and what it actually takes to do that investment. So from our point of view, we try these platforms to engage with relevant parties, but also what is important for us, we partner up with companies like, for instance, Foresight, which look at mining operations from a slightly different angle than we do, because we are currently already in the operation, but not necessarily on the digital platform. And secondly, what we also try to influence is through our technology which we provide to the universities, which are largely deploying then engineers into the mining industry. And we work with all African countries, be it in Ghana and Nigeria, Tanzania, South Africa, where we have partnerships with the universities working in that field, helping them with software equipment to get a good look and feel. When they're deployed, they know what to expect. Mining Indaba is a fantastic event. We feel it's worthwhile to come here every year and have an engagement, because it gives you a good insight of what is shaping the industry, and it's a good networking event, so I'm pleased to be here.